ashes of the world unite. It's time to roar, to fight the fight against the puppet masters pulling strings. We'll strip away the power, hear our piercing screams. We won't be silenced anymore. Break free from the chains that they adore. Stand tall, unrigging the game we rise. We'll win reality from their lies. Unrig the game, unleash the fury. No longer slaves to their corrupt machinery. Say his name and he appears.
This is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Greetings and welcome to Unrig the Game. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're all doing and living well. Tonight we start a brand new book, The War on Warriors by Pete Hegseth. It should be awesome. Looking at the corruption in the military and getting a good idea of his experiences throughout. As the trailer says, he's interviewed a bunch of active military as well as veterans and other people to get to the root cause issues of what's going on in our military and how to create solutions for those problems. Unrigging the game so that we can implement those solutions that give us a safe and effective and lethal military that will protect us for generations to come. So, all right, guys, let me start out by thanking all those awesome people in the winner's circle that support the channel on a monthly basis. Thank you so much for being part of the solution, each and every one of you. And a big thanks to Shelly Wolfram and Ronnie Jam, who also support us over on Rumble on a monthly basis. Thank you guys so much for all that you do to make it happen. And we are off and rolling tonight. Again, this is the kickoff show. What we do here is, if you're tuning in for the first time, is we sit here, we hang out for a while and play some upfront content, usually having to do with the author or the subject or something that's happening that day, whatever. We just hang out because that way we can spend a little bit of time on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't let us read the books, right? They stop that. They don't like the audible, right? So we have to use the audiobooks. They will interrupt me and cause bad quality. So we just hang out here for a while. We collect a bunch of folks together, and then we get off of YouTube, but we stay on Rumble and X, where we're already broadcasting. So you can either go there or come here for the kickoff show. Either way, you're part of it. But that's when the kickoff show ends, and we just start our reading. Links to those platforms will be in the description and in the chat pin. So you can follow us over there. And if you haven't been to my Rumble profile or X, I recommend going to Rumble and go to Rumble. You can follow over there, and you can find the playlist, which is at the very top of the description, where you will find each and every episode. So if you're behind for some reason, you can catch up. And this is our 6th book. So we have 5 other books that we've done just like this, and there's 5 other playlists there for you. So if you want to catch another one of the books that we've done, you can just go to that playlist there and check it out. All right, let me say hello to this awesome crowd out here. Seeing the VIPs in the front row. Let's talk. MJ, what's up? He says, hello, Winning. Hello, MJ. How you doing? Good to see you, and welcome to the show, and hello to your kitty cat. Wolfram, my friend, thanks for dropping these links. How's it going, dude? Thank you so much. And remember, guys, when you are here, it's very important that you do one thing, and that is listen to the wolf. He knows what he's talking about. All right, he wipes his paws, he lopes in, and he howls. And that's how you know the alpha mod is in the house. Yes, indeed. All right. There's Shelly talking trash and Ch.2, our host with the mostest, giving out big hugs. Everybody comes in the door on any platform, every platform. She's everywhere you want to be, and everything is going on. She's part of it. She's there. Get a hug as you come in the door from Shelly talking trash and Ch.2. So make sure that you are subscribed to her channel on Rumble and on YouTube. Shelly and I, we earn the hard way, one at a time. So we need your love and support. So many people get so much out of Shelly's show. It's amazing. She offers a great quality experience over there, and also this really helps out a lot of people. That's where you go for your healing. All right, you go over there, and I tell you what, you got people out here in this crowd right now that will tell you that everything I just told you is 100% true, and tell you more because they're always over there too. There's Cynthia Firefox. Cynthia Firefox. I always want to say Firefox. Cynthia Firefighter, how you doing? Cynthia Firefighter, how you doing? Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for being here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, there's Heidi. Heidi, what you doing? Heidi, happy birthday, Heidi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Heidi. Thank you for all that you do. All right. Snipe Hunter, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Serene Pickle, another awesome new person over there on the Rumble side. And man, we got the cats in the house. We got cats and dogs all over the place, man. And fire fairies too. Cats, dogs, and fire fairies all over the place tonight. And okay. Hey RB, what's up? Good to see you, RB. How's it going? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being here in the front row with all the other VIPs. Tonight we're going to do a little what is Pete doing today on the kickoff show, and then we'll have some bonus content of his talk with NATO. That was a little bit. It happened a little while back, but I didn't cover it just so I could save it for the show. We'll do all things Pete and Department of Defense and military on this show now for the foreseeable future. And I think I will include also what I started to talk about the other night, and that was about our military, our special forces, or our willingness and our engagement to go after Mexican drug cartels. It's not going to be as easy as we think. I found some really good information on, well, as easy as most people think. I never thought it was going to be that easy, but if people think it's going to be easy, they need to hear what I'm going to be reporting on here in the upcoming weeks about this. And you will get a much better, much more educated idea of the depths of what it takes to do this. And I will have some ideas to go along with that, as in, well, when you look at things in a certain way, what it takes to overcome a difficult situation is innovation. So let's leave it at that for now, and we'll do this instead. Thank you for the super chat. Talking trash and truths, $10 super chat. Happy birthday! Shout out to our very own Heidi 1776. Thank you for all you do. Hope you have an amazing day. All right. If anybody else would like to super chat a happy birthday to Heidi, Shelly is setting a fine example of how to do that. So there you go. And I'll be happy to read it and all that stuff. Okay. Yes, indeed. There's something I wanted to check out real quick here. There's supposed to be some kind of new button out there. I don't know if it works or not. It says something about gifts. I don't know what that means. Okay. Do you guys see it? Do you see it? I wanted to stop and check on it. I turned it on. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it does. And so do you guys see it? Shelly, you're the one who told me about it. Do you see it somewhere? The gift? You can send gifts now? What can you send? Maybe I want to send me a contract. Let's see, what kind of gifts can you send? I don't know what it is. Does anybody see it? Let's talk about that for a minute. And oh, by the way, Rumble, you guys make it happen over there. You are the algorithm. So hitting that thumbs up, that's the base button, that's the awake button, that's the non-mind controlled button. If you hit the winning button, that's the thumbs up, right? You're a winner. And if you do that, you help us out big time on Rumble, because their algorithm's all about winning. So there you go. Hit that thumbs up, hit the base button. I call it the base thumb. All right. Show everybody that you got it going on. Hit the thumbs up, hit that base thumb, hit the thumbs up anywhere you're at, but especially over there in Rumble. You really do help out a lot. And I appreciate it. And everybody else here appreciates it too. All right. We got 9 going on right here, but we got 10 in the chat. Somebody catch up. There we go. But yeah, this is our kickoff show. It's for people who like to hold on a second. People who like to who realize the value of reading, right? This is what this show's about. It's about we've read, we're going on our 6th book together. And if I hadn't done this show, I know probably myself included, but a lot of us wouldn't have read those 5 books, right? We probably just don't have time to do it, or maybe it's just not in our workflow right now. I don't know how many people read on their own these days. Internet takes up a lot of time, especially if you're content creating. And so that's why I created the show, to create a time and a place for us all to get back to that all important habit of reading stuff. And it's been really cool. I'm really happy I did it. And we really have gone through some awesome books, and we've gotten to know some really important people right now too. All these books contain solutions. There's solution thinking in it, but it also talks about how this game is being rigged on us, and who are the riggers, like who are the people that are doing bad stuff. And we've had a wealth of knowledge come through here on this show. So if you're joining us for the first time, or you haven't been reading along with us so far, maybe you want to jump in on this book. I'm expecting a lot of my veterans in the crowd. I don't think I have any active duty right now, but I think I got a lot of veterans in the crowd to really be interested in this book. Even if you haven't been interested in some of the other books, be interested in this one. This one has directly to do with some stuff that you are involved in, and you could probably add a lot to the conversation. So I expect to see my vets really lighten it up on this one, for sure. It's all about you guys. I mean, it's all about you guys. I watched a long interview with Pete and a couple dudes. You saw in the trailer, I was like, I watched the interview to find how I could make a trailer out of it. But throughout, he talks about his experiences and going through them. I guess they were all military. I didn't know Jay Cutler was ex-military. Maybe he's not. I don't know if he was or not. One of them was an NFL player, Jay Cutler. He used to be at the Bears, I think. Yeah. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of. Hello, T-Rex. How you doing? Hello. And more not wanting to go back on the road. And the more is not wanting to go back on the road tomorrow. Most stressful vacation of the world. I'm sorry about that, man. But you learn, you grow, and you become better for it. And that's what's going on. And you're doing it. But when you get back on that road, you'll be king of the road. Let's see. I was scared to push it. It's like the little buttons. It doesn't feel comfortable for the man to try to figure it out. What is it? Oh, look. Serene Pickle was gifted a membership by talking trash shoes over on Rumble. All right. Welcome to the Rumble version of the Winner Circle. There you go. Thank you so much for that gifted membership over there. I'm gonna take a look and see what's going on over there. Okay, she gifted one over there. I guess we could do a little throwback here. We don't get to do too much, but here you go.
A big long Vietnam, it has to do. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cold. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I find it, I don't anything.
All right. Oh yeah, you've already thanked Shelly for that. That's awesome. What did you say? Rumble gives out gifts based on participation in chat. What kind of gifts they give out? They give out gifts? Where's all this gift giving coming from? What kind of gifts are out there? Did anybody see a gift button? Did we talk about this already? Did I miss someone's super chat here? About gifting, what kind of gifts you get? I'm back up to the stakes. So hold on. There's a super chat. Oh, yeah, I gotta give you a heart on that too. Here's your heart. Ding. Oh, I missed. There you go. All right. There's your heart. There it is. I need to jump over to X and grab the link too. Now let's talk about X real quick while I'm over here. I got this interesting notification, and I think you use VPNs and stuff, and I had it off and did something, and then oh man, and then all of a sudden it made me like re-verify who I was, and then after that I noticed I got this thing that says we've added a temporary label to your account which may impact its reach. I clicked on it, and it said a bunch of things. I don't know. Hold on. Now it's just sitting there. Okay. It said, "What does my account? Why does my account have a label? We found that your account may contain spam or engages in other types of platform manipulation. You may not use X's services in manners intended to artificially amplify, suppress information, or engage in behavior that manipulates or disrupts people's experience on the what are you talking about, dude? I don't do anything." And it says you may have limited reach because of this, and I don't know what this temporary restriction means or whatever. So I requested a review, and then I read through what it was talking about. And one of the things on the list was ban evasion. I was like, well, I'm not banned. I got account suspended because of bullshit that I didn't do. Never engaged in. I think that Sully and I have been talking about it. I think that they mistake my account for Win Reality VR, baseball VR. And I don't know, that's causing some kind of like hate, meltdown on their end. I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I don't see as much as I enjoy X and finding content there to bring to you guys and using Grok and stuff like that and reposting stuff. I don't see a bright future for myself in X. I don't at this point. I don't, because there's no person to work anything out with there. So you can't get mistakes fixed that they're making. And I just think I fell under, got in a bad way there. I lost 1,800 follower account, and I'm zero motivated to rebuild this one. Zero. And only people that are over there that are adding me, following me over there are like, they're like, I don't know, the crypto bots and I don't know, weird chicks that aren't real. Probably these people that are trying to rope people in to go into some of their OnlyFans account. I have no idea. Like, I see them. I don't follow them back. I mean, if you're on a verified account and I don't know you, if I know you and you're not verified, I'm following you back. I'll give you a follow back. But if if I don't know you and you're not verified and unknown ruler. Okay, now there's one. Okay, boom, you got it. Like Rolla Aussie. That was somebody that came through here. That's I think it's somebody came through here that I know. And I knew who they were, and I was like, yeah, definitely follow you back, right? So I'll follow you back if I know who you are, but if I don't, then it ain't happening. All right, so I don't know. Isabella Cordoza. I don't know. See, I don't know if that's a Wall Street apps underscore. That name sounds kind of weird, but I don't know. Captain Idaho's Captain America. I followed him back. I know who that is. But anyways, yeah, that's the story of my ex life right now. So I don't know. I really don't know. It may turn around one day. I think I'll try it again. Maybe if this channel or Rumble or something blows up for some reason, and I have a lot of people to bring with me. But otherwise, I just don't. I mean, I've never gotten a lot of traction over there. It's never been anything. It's always something you're working towards, and it just seems you can never get there. And I don't know how these grifter accounts do so good over there, which is another thing that's kind of demoralizing. When you have grifter accounts that are allowed to have so much reach and just spread bullshit and basically just piss in people's ears and their eyes, all over their faces, and get rewarded for it. I don't like to support or enable that. I realize that Elon probably just doesn't realize it's going on or whatever, but I just don't, it's just not my thing, man. I'm the one who tries to solve problems, not create them or be part of them. So there you go. Pinned in the chat right now are our links to Rumble and X, and also they are updated. They are updated in the description. So there you go. All the links are good. We're good to go. Elon's busy. Yeah, see, that's why I'm not worried about it. I know he's busy, and I'd rather him be doing what he's doing than worrying about my stupid X account, because you know what? The crowd's right here, man. The crowd's right here. It's on YouTube and Rumble, and that's the crowd I'm usually talking to. But if you're out there on X, there's 12 people watch or 13 people watching. God bless you, and you are still part of the fam. Right? I don't know if you're real or not. If you are real and you're listening, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate those who listen on X. I do. I know Suzanne listens over there a lot of times on X, and unfortunately, when I lost my last account, I lost somebody who had been following me on X. That was a real person for years, and I don't know if they found me yet or not. So that kind of sucks too. I kind of lost somebody that that I would have wanted to keep around. Actually, a really cool person. Jacob Castro, what's up? What's up? What's up? Now he's one of the real people over on X that follow me, and I follow him back. So there you go, Jacob Castro. How you doing? Right. What else we got? Did anybody? Let me scroll back. There's Shelly. I'm doing well. All right, got that one. One large glass of wine into the evening. Watch out. Okay. All right. Is that Boone's Hill Farm? No, don't drink that stuff. Don't drink that Cisco, man. Don't drink that Cisco. You guys remember Boone's Hill Farm and Cisco? What was the other one? There was another one. There was a third one that was there. Cisco, man. Come in those round square bottles. It looked good on the outside, but when you taste it, it's like, ooh, ugh, man. Oh no. That was like, right? I hope people are bringing Anunnaki, the one. What's going on, man? How you doing? Let me get you all riled up in here, and this is for you. Anunnaki the one, thank you for the $10 Rumble rant. I can't put it on screen, but I can thank you for it. 18 watching and only 4 likes. Does Greta Thunberg expression? How dare you? Laugh out loud. That's hilarious, man. Let's see. It says, give me 30 Navy SEALs and I will clean US within 2 years. Nice. So let's take a roll call here. Let's take a little account. Rumble's kicking butt tonight. A lot of cool people over there in Rumble. Don't worry, tonight you guys are featured. We'll be over there before you even know it. In about half an hour, we're going to be all in Rumble. How many veterans or active military do we have with this evening? If you are one of them, let me know, because I'm curious to see how many people are. Oh, Mad Dog 2020, that's the other one. Are here tonight. Okay. I'm gonna try to pronounce this. What's up? How you doing? Golami Leberry. How did I do? Lebre. Gulayumi. Gulayumi Lebre. I don't know if I said that. Leber. I'm just gonna call you Leber, all right? Army Reserve. There we go. We know that. That is Wolfram. He's in the Army and Army Reserve. Who else we got? And welcome, Leber. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And get to know everybody here. We got a great crowd, man. You'll feel right at home. This is the base crowd, man. If you go based, we get you. So there you go. And we got another Rumble rant from Anunnaki, the one, $10 Rumble rant. Thank you so much. Heidi deserves some love tonight. There you go. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, we did say happy birthday to Heidi. Heidi, very, very, very happy birthday. She's 29, guys. She's 29 and feeling fine. 29 and feeling fine. That is Heidi. So big happy birthdays, man. I love it when everybody celebrates Heidi's birthday and everybody's birthday. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Can't say it enough. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Anunnaki the one, for the $10 Rumble rant. Blue Lantern, what's up, Blue Lantern? How you doing? Army a million years ago. Okay, there's 2 veterans. Come on, I know I got more than that. I think that we had some veterans that I know of that aren't here right now. And that's what I'm maybe thinking of you. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna be over there soon. We're gonna be over there very soon, very soon. In fact, the links, guys, are already in the already pinned. So if you guys want to go over there and hang out on the Rumble side, you can do that too. Hey, Judge Maddie, how you doing? Annie Green Springs. Who's that? Who's that? All right, good to see you. Oh, look at that. T3 serving up a little bit of, what is that? What you got there? Is that a margarita? Is that strawberry margarita? Strawberry daiquiri? I think it's that. I know that's what it is. You don't give, because you don't give Shelly wine. So there has to be a frozen strawberry margarita or daiquiri, right? Oh, no, that's what it is. It's wine? Oh, come on. We can make it anything we want to here. We can make it anything. It was a cheap wine back in the day. Oh, Boone's Hill Farm, Mad Dog 2020, and Cisco. Yeah. That's what you torture your friends in college with. 29 again. 29 again. Not a bet, but grandpa was Navy, uncle was Army, and dad was Air Force. Okay. You grew up there. Jenny 86753 online. 09. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I remember you. How you been? I used to love to play that song. Some people were like, they didn't like to play it. I did. I'm like that. So did anybody find the gifted button? What the gifted button is? It ain't gifted, it's just gift. Let me see what if I click up? I don't see anything about gifts. So I don't know what that craziness is. Vertical lives. What does that mean? What? Vertical lives. What do you mean? You're gonna say something weird like that in my ear, and I can't even tell what you're talking about. Okay. What does that mean? Vertical lines. Vertical lives. I'm gonna turn this on just in case. There we go. All right, so moderated activity will be shown. So what does that? No, what does that do? Call the number, area code 191. It plays the song. That's nice. That's nice, dude. Really? I didn't know that. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. 919-867-5309. You guys do it. Hell yeah, LeBear. Hell yeah. Same here, right? So speaking of saving us from undue warfare, well, I try to figure out what this gifted button's about and whatever else I could figure out. Let's take a look at this for our upfront content here. It's got some bright lights on it. So anyways, not that one. This one, not that one. There we go. Okay, this is just from a day ago. Pete Hegseth. We are getting closer to peace in Ukraine, closer to peace than in Ukraine than ever before. So there's another war they're sending us from LeBear.
Joining us now, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Welcome to Fox News Sunday.
Shannon.
Okay, so let's start here. Tomorrow marks 3 years, an anniversary of the start of this war. Russia apparently is planning to declare victory tomorrow. There are propagandists who say they're going to share messages that the West essentially abandoned Ukraine. I mean, how does the U.S. and will it counter that messaging if that's a victory lap Russia tries to take?
Well, Vladimir Putin can attempt to take all the victory laps he wants. The reality is the president is focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's stopping the killing and the destruction across Ukraine and ensuring an enduring peace. So both sides are going to make a lot of claims. And the president has very directly engaged both sides in real time. There's bilateral negotiations with Russia, which, by the way, no one else has been able to do. Joe Biden was never able to bring Russia to the table for actual peace talks. Only Donald Trump. He's the only man in the world that would be able to do that. He's also engaging directly with Ukraine. There's going to be bumps in the road in these conversations when you're seeking a historic peace. And ultimately, our role is to do just that. And President Trump is doing that. So I don't need to get into the characterization of we know who invaded who. We understand the stakes of this game. America, more than any other country in the world, has invested in helping Ukraine defend itself. Now it's time for peace, and that's what the president is dedicated to.
Why has it seemed that there is some reticence to say who invaded whom or who's responsible for this? You know, there are questions about reports that a G7 statement, the U.S. opposed calling Russia the aggressor in that statement. And also, there are these warring resolutions allegedly at the UN. The U.S. wanted to essentially water down what Ukraine is trying to offer. This is what the Wall Street Journal reports. The Ukrainian draft pins the war's cause on Russia and calls for a peaceful solution this year built around a Russian withdrawal from Ukrainian territory. The U.S. resolution makes no reference to who started the war and makes no specific demands of the Kremlin. You know, your former colleague, my current colleague, Brian Kilmeade, pressed the president numerous times on this on Friday, and he finally did say, okay, Russia attacked. But why does it seem there's some hesitance to say that?
My question is, does all the finger pointing and pearl clutching make peace more likely? That's the enduring question the president is asking. He wants peace. And if that's the case, you've got to stare down the Russians and Vladimir Putin and who they've chosen to negotiate and have earnest conversations about difficult things, about security guarantees, about 2014 borders, what those will look like, about NATO members. Same thing with Ukraine, constructively and productively. So standing here and saying, you're good, you're bad, you're a dictator, you're not a dictator, you invaded, you didn't, it's not useful. It's not productive. And so President Trump isn't getting drawn into that in unnecessary ways. And as a result, we're closer to peace today than ever before. And I've been privy to these conversations. Great progress is being made. Zelensky should come to the table because this economic partnership is an important thing for the future of his country. And we hope that he will.
You think he'd want to,
fair
right?
to say, Russia attacked unprovoked into Ukraine 3 years ago tomorrow.
Fair to say it's a very complicated situation.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Understand.
You have said previously that Putin is a maniac. You've called him a war criminal. How would you describe him today?
He's someone we're negotiating with to end a conflict. What I said as a private citizen has no bearing on what, as Secretary of Defense, my job is as far as the characterization of a regime. I need to make sure our troops are ready. I need to be able to give advice to the president vis-a-vis future military aid, the posture in Europe. But I'm not driving these negotiations. I mean, Mike Walls and Secretary of State and the Vice President and others are directly involved in these discussions. We're going to get to peace. But what the Defense Secretary thinks about Vladimir Putin is more or less irrelevant in this. I want peace. I want the killing to stop. I'm going to play my role. And Donald Trump is leading it. And we're closer today than ever before.
Does the U.S. have a role, though, on the world stage to say, this is a bad person, this is a dictator, this is an aggressor? Do we have a responsibility to say that?
No, we have done that plenty of times. And it's not a crazy statement to say there was an incursion into Ukraine. There was an invasion into Ukraine. Everybody, I mean, it was previous administrations who said a minor incursion and then welcomed Vladimir Putin, took that as a signal of weakness and entered. The other thing to step back on Ukraine here, Shannon, that's really important. Every part of this discussion for President Trump is from a position of strength. The perception from Vladimir Putin that Donald Trump is strong and means what he says has driven them and the Ukrainians to the table with an opportunity for peace. There's nothing weak about it. It was Obama and Biden that allowed the Russians to take land, take territory, and be aggressors. Donald Trump never has. He's going to bring peace that nobody else would be able to do.
Okay, so a couple of deals trying to come together here. One that would end the conflict, but a separate one with the U.S. and Ukraine potentially about rare earth minerals, security guarantees that we may provide them in that scenario. So there's that. There are also these foreign leaders from France and the UK coming this week to the White House. Alex talked about them potentially putting together a 30,000 strong force of peacekeepers. Is there any scenario, whether it's the rare earth minerals agreement, whether it's this force that the Europeans want to stand up, any scenario in which U.S. troops are on the ground in Ukraine?
No, we've been very clear about that. U.S. troops will not be on the ground in Ukraine. But an economic partnership is important and an important commitment to Ukraine. My message in Brussels, which ruffled some feathers, and that's okay. That my point.
You hear that
after
the
realism into the conversation was, hey, on the continent, Europe should lead. So it's very encouraging to see European leaders saying we're prepared to step in Ukraine and help provide security guarantees. We welcome that, and we hope they step up and do it.
Okay, starting Friday night, some big changes at the Pentagon in personnel and leadership and assignments. Senator Reid, who is, as you know, a veteran, he is the ranking member on Senate Armed Services Committee, wrote this. He says, a clear message is being sent to military leaders. Failure to demonstrate personal and political loyalty to Trump could result in retribution even after decades of honorable service. Goes on to say his military officers must remain free to give their best military advice without fear of reprisal. Is there room in military leadership for those who have loyalty to President Trump, but to those who may feel like that could be in conflict at some point to the Constitution?
That's a total mischaracterization.
Right.
Reid, as has been most of the hyperbole in the press around this. There is civilian control of the military. Nothing about this is unprecedented. The president deserves to pick his key national security and military advisory team. There are lots of presidents who've made changes, from FDR to Eisenhower to H.W. Bush to Barack Obama, who fired or dismissed hundreds of militaries during his term. There were 6 3- and 4-star generals that were moved into different positions or retired on Friday night. Of 160 3- and 4-star generals, this is a reflection of the president wanting the right people around him to execute the national security approach we want to take. And I have a lot of respect for CQ Brown. I got to know him over the course of a month. He's an honorable man, not the right man for the moment. And ultimately, the president made that call. And Dan Raising Cane is going to be a fantastic chairman. I look forward to working with him.
Raising
and he will
Cane.
give straightforward advice, as he did to President Trump on the defeat of ISIS. No one else said it could be done in a matter of weeks. Raising Cane said it could. And guess what? It happened. And the president respects leaders who untie the hands of warfighters in a very dangerous world. I think Dan Cane's the man to meet the moment.
Okay, I got to ask you about this rumored list of people that you allegedly put together that were all going to be cleaned out. Is there a list? Is there anybody left on the list if it exists?
There's no list, Shannon. I've heard that. I've seen that very rumor. Although we have a very keen eye toward military leadership and their willingness to follow lawful orders. This is all about defending the Constitution. Joe Biden gave lawful orders. A lot of them are really bad. Okay, and it's unfortunate how they eroded our military. Ideological, COVID mandates. President Trump has given another set of lawful orders, and they will be followed. If they're not followed, and all these orders are in keeping with the Constitution and norms inside the military, if they're not followed, then those officers will find the door. And that's not a tough calculation. We feel really good about the direction the Pentagon is headed under President Trump. We're going to focus on warfighting and lethality and accountability and be the most transparent Pentagon that the folks have seen in a long time, which is why I explain these things on a regular basis.
Well, and part of what you said on Friday night is that you were going to be looking for replacements essentially for judge advocates general for several of the branches. For people who may not know, I mean, they give advice to the military about what is lawful and what isn't. Not surprisingly, there's been some backlash to those who are worried about their removal. One Georgetown law professor says this: Trump also firing the Army, Navy, and Air Force JAGs. In some ways, that's even more chilling than firing the 4 stars. It's what you do when you're planning to break the law. You get rid of any lawyers who might try to slow you down. Your response to her?
I don't know who Rosa is and her hyperbole is all about. Ultimately, we want lawyers who give sound constitutional advice and don't exist to attempt to be roadblocks to anything that happens in their spots. What we know about these TJAGs are called TJAGs inside the military. Traditionally, they've been elected by each other or chosen by each other, which is exactly how it works often with the chairman as well. Small group of insulated officers who perpetuate the status quo. Well, guess what? Status quo hasn't worked very well at the Pentagon. It's time for fresh blood. So we're going to open up those positions to a broader set in a merit-based process to find the best lawyers possible to lead the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy. There's nothing about purging. There's nothing about illegal. We've made clear from the beginning, Shannon, the military will be apolitical with the fidelity to the Constitution, prepared to close with and destroy our enemies. One thing people haven't noted yet, which I'll share, is we're going to take, those are 3-star billets, but traditionally they've been 2-star billets over time. There's been lots of inflation in the ranks over time. We're going to return those billets to 2-star billets. We're going to shrink the size of our headquarters units, the inflation of military generals. We won World War II with 7 4-star generals, Shannon. We have 44 today. We have 163 and 4-star generals.
Right.
And has it created better outcomes or not?
Awesome point.
We're challenging a lot of assumptions at the Pentagon to streamline what we do so that we get as many resources as possible to the warfighter.
Well, and we know the Pentagon has not ever passed one of its audits, and that's next on your list. We know you're asking for cuts. I can talk the whole hour with you. I want to get to Iran, Israel, China, all of that. So please come back. We would love to see you again soon.
Love it.
Secretary, thank you.
All right. There you have it. So now we're all up to date on that. And we got to hear a little bit from Pete. We're going to hear a lot more from the night in its book, The War on Warriors, which will be starting here shortly. But first, let me thank Anunnaki, the one, once again for another $10 Rumble rant, setting the example, leading the way, blazing the trail for all others to follow. In his glory, he does say, happy 29th. May the Lord of living water grant you a long and prosperous life, and may Goddess Nidaba grant you the knowledge to overcome human fuckeries. And I'll add to that.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, I shall avenge you.
There you go. Thank you so much for the $10 Rumble rant. And I'll get the one. All right. And let's see. There's Farrell. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the show. Hey, man. Anytime, LeBear. Anytime, LeBear. We're here to do just that. And I hope that we can save you from even more bullshit, because you guys got a long way to go. You were hit by the same thing we were hit with, just in a different way. But if we got our heads out of our asses, then that means we're going to be eventually seeing where to go next and what to take care of next. And the corruption in Europe is just overwhelming. But you guys, had your borders crashed before. Well, ours is already being crashed, but yours got the asylum crisis-ish thing, right? The asylum strategy. You guys got hit first, and when you did, I was pointing out to everybody, like, this is the thing, right? The Cloward and Piven, they're from here, and that strategy to crash your systems and erase your culture, that's very cultural Marxist as well. But the whole idea of bringing in people from other countries that don't assimilate, and then overwhelming your welfare system, pushing people towards a basic, universal basic income of some kind, but also erasing the culture. That's very devious, very devious. And here's the thing about that. And here's what I think a lot of people miss, right? Especially the leftist woke, mind control victims of cultural Marxism, those people that are useful idiots for the corrupt establishment, global establishment worldwide. What they miss is this. You think you're doing something right by doing this, but you and the people that they brought in to crash and overwrite the culture, once they've done the job, you guys are all getting taken out. You're all getting taken out. You don't seem to see that. You don't seem to understand that, because it'll be civil war in your countries. And so you're all going to take each other out, and they're going to come in and whoop, clean sweep it. They're going to clean sweep out all the undesirables, right? Because they don't want a bunch of animals running around, preying on each other. That's not what the end goal is for them. That's a means to an end for them. That's how they're going to depopulate a place. Oh, what? We didn't depopulate nothing, really. You just set up you set up the conditions for that to happen. Pretty much like they set up other conditions. I think people think that there's going to be some kind of and it's a scary thought. I've had this thought before. People showing up in the middle of the night and putting you on a train, and the train runs through a tunnel, and then there's vents at the top of the train, and all the gas comes down, and that's the end of everybody, and they take you out and dump you in a big hole and burn you. Right? They think they're going to depopulate us that way. That's the scary second veil alternative narrative conspiracy grifter version of that shit, right? But you gotta understand, it's much easier to rewrite history than to cover it up. It's much easier to just take a little bit and push it a little bit that way than to erase everything, and because there's mass amounts of things, right? So you can't have some kind of major event where you're actually rounding up people, putting them on gas trains, right? It's going to be, what you do is you set the conditions up for people to take themselves out, right? And that's being primed here as well. And it would have continued. And we were well on our way had we not been victorious last November. Another 4 years of what they were doing at the border or less, the Civil War is going to start. And I know some people have an idea what a Civil War is, and but that would have been what would have happened here. It would have been, and who knows if they unified us in a strong way. I doubt it. But trying to take out the majority in this country would have started this thing, and that's what it would have been. And as we're told to stand down and disarm, they're arming up and going on the offensive, as you see Trinidad, Aragua, and others were doing already, claiming ground, invasion, arming, gaining ground. So they were taking turf. They were taking turf. That's what gangs do. And so that's the way it was going, man. We were on our way, and I empathize with Europe. I feel for you guys. I hope that I know Europe will stand strong. They will find their roots again and through their youth. It's happening in Germany. Hopefully it happens for you in France. UK, I don't even know, guys. You guys you got it rough, man. You got it rough. All I can hope is that you find your balls again and you do something about it, because what's going on over there right now, And here's the thing, is a lot of people are so subverted at this point. You're going to have to wait out a generation or two. You got to wait out 3 generations for it to get right. That's why you got to plan for that moment, right? And that's what I talk about with solution culture, is that it's the long-term plan. It's the counter to the generational warfare attack we've been underneath for generations, the demoralization, the ideological subversion, psychological warfare. That in order to reverse that, you have to counter it the same way it's being implemented. So you guys have to get that straight too over there in Europe. We can dismantle it. We can hose it up. We can take your all's money, and we can take the money away from the globalists over there. We're already defunding them. So hopefully that helps open up some gaps and holes and exploits. Now you guys got to grab them You got to grab them by their balls and rip, man. It's like, you gotta take it, and taking it to the streets and shit. That's a great optics, but it doesn't really get the job done unless you're gonna go all the way. So if you go all the way, you better have a plan when you get there. And I don't see that happening. It's better to kind of do it the way we're doing it here. It may take a few tries, but you just keep on it. I guess Germany's kind of going that way. I'm going to see what happens in Germany with their election. I'm not sure. I didn't keep up on it, but if they get through, if this new party gets in, I don't want to say it was AFD and there's ADF. But one of them is good and one of them is bad. I don't know, but they said they'd shut the border down quick and they would start to reform. So this make your own country great again idea is a good idea, because the globalists have tried to destroy every country's sovereignty with slow poison, methodical demoralization techniques and destabilization techniques. They've attacked all of us in different ways with their little inventions, their little chemicals, and their little things that they here in America they've made us sick, and they put crap in our foods, and they've convinced us to do things that are not good for us. And so we're trying to get over that right now. Europe's been a little bit smarter about that, and the way that they approach their food. I don't know how your water is. Hopefully you've never put any fluoride in your water. That was an American thing, right? It's so good. Why is it everywhere around the world? Well, it's because it's American lead companies that wanted to dump their chemicals and everything. So that's why it's only here, and it's it's ridiculous. Anyways, I could talk for a long time about that. Let me get back to my crowd here so you guys don't feel all left out and whatnot. Jacob thought he had a dying turkey. It's really it turns out they're just really stupid. Okay. All right. Let's see. You want chicken tendies? Is that a new terminology, or is that just from Raw, like WWE? And Dominic Mysterio. I don't know. Is that just that? Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's where I was. What? Supremacist. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no war. War is bad. It's bad in play. Yeah, we all have a long ways to go, that's for sure. You could be in stocked. Don't stock now. Yeah, one by one, man, one by one. Lead by example and then do the right thing. Once we get our house in order, man, we're coming for the rest of y'all. I'll tell you. That's the way it works. Once we get our house in order, we'll be in the right position to help everybody else out. We're trying to help Mexico out by taking out the drug cartels. We're trying to help Canada out by helping them secure their border by proxy. I mean, they basically didn't need a visa to go to Canada for a long time, and they got overrun by people. And then a lot of them are using their border to come through the north. The people with money, they could fly into Canada with no checks, just come on in. But here's the thing. You could fly in with a visa, right? Without a visa. But if you try to cross from America into Canada, they run a background check on you. I know a guy who lost his gig with a band because he had some kind of outstanding thing in North Carolina or someplace that he didn't even know about. So they're trying to go into Canada to play a gig, and they're like, "Well, you can't come in." Really? But you'll let Chinese and all kinds of other people come across your border, like fly into your country and come across our borders, and you're just like, yeah, of course we're going to tear off your ass if you don't do something about it. So we help secure your borders, and I know they stopped that open visa program where you just get in without a visa, and now they're going to secure your borders better. So hopefully that helps a little bit. But if we can pressure or wake people up to make you guys get out there and get rid of that soy dictator named Trudeau, that would be helping out too, wouldn't it? So I hope to help it. I hope that we can help everybody out in whatever way it is. Let's see. $5 super chat. from Talking Trash and Truths. Blast the shirt. Degeneration X, baby. That's what I'm wearing tonight. I'm wearing my Degeneration X. That's what I'm wearing tonight. All right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I should have started a goal. I didn't even start one. Hang on 1 second here. Talk amongst yourselves for just 1 second. All right. Reminds me, we're almost coming up on 10. We're almost, the kickoff show is almost over. It's almost over. We're going to be going over and starting our new book tonight. And I hope everybody's excited for it. Let's see. Because I am. Did we ever get a full count on the bets in the crowd? I feel like I have all kinds of open threads going right now. You know, you got like all these different tabs open. I got one tab I was asking about the gifted button. Did anybody see the gift button anywhere? Does anybody know what that is? It's something that YouTube just showed creators, and I turn a switch on. It's supposed to do something. I don't know what the hell it does. I didn't know if it was giving you guys gifts or what. Can I give you guys gifted memberships now? I was hoping that's what it was, but I don't know how to do it. Let's see, 3 buttons. Nope. How come I turn that on? Did it not like it? Okay. All right. That's there. All right. Under this, super chats. No, I'm not gonna super chat myself. That'd be weird in front of everybody. Ooh. All right. So none of these do anything. Does anybody see anything? What happens if I click on somebody? Nope. Can't just click on somebody and give it away. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me go over to this thing again and see if it's over here. If I do it from here, does it happen? Nope. Nothing different on this side. Gifted membership gifting. Buy memberships for viewers. No. Hold on. No. All right. Can't do that. So yeah, I don't know what this gifting thing is, man. So okay, I'm gonna close that tab out because does anybody know what it is? Does anybody have a clue on what this gifting thing is? Last chance. Gift buttons should bring the next choices for you to choose. What? Scott Hotbeck, what's up? How you doing? The gift button is on Rumble next to $signs for gifting memberships. Now this is on YouTube. It's some switch that I turned on. Let's see. I guess we'll figure it out one day. Maybe it hadn't showed up yet. All French media has been smelly pants Joe maniacs. Yeah, because they're all part of the same cultural Marxist globalist WEFUN Agenda 2030 bullshit. You know, the elitists, the global ownership class, the global rulership, the global ruling class. They've been working together to Shemite us, and under the illusion of certain things to eventually get us all under control. And technology is now caught up. They don't know how to use it, but it's caught up to the point where they can almost do that. But they were going to create a new standard. Let's say it that way. But yeah, they were going to own nothing and be happy, and stakeholder capitalism, which is just not capitalism. It's just communism. It's in another form. It's just everything's a ruse. Like it's like the Communist Manifesto and Marxism. It was just it was all a grift. It was all that shit was a grift. I mean, bankers wrote that shit to destroy countries, and they had some drunk who didn't really believe in any of it write it, and some people think he's God, right? So and then that just persisted, causing multiple world wars and nearly causing a third one, which probably maybe it still will, but it's destroyed lives and destroyed countries, and it's brought us to where we're at. It's brought you guys over in Europe to where you're at. This mind virus is the true personification of evil. If people want to see what the Antichrist looks like, he's wearing a Marxist jacket, Marxism is cool sweatshirt, Lefty lols, what's up? How you doing? I love how Alex Soros is whining about the U.S. to keep funding Ukraine. I bet you do want it, don't you, Source? Maybe he should take his daddy's money out of U.S. politics and go buy Ukraine himself. Yeah, well, they're losing all their money now because we're not laundering it to them anymore. We cut off that fire hose. There are degrees of screaming. Yeah, it's true. Let me see. Yeah. LeBear, do you have a Rumble account? You should get a Rumble account because we're going to be leaving YouTube shortly, but we're still going to be hanging out over on Rumble. It's the Rumble link is pinned in the chat. It's also in the description. But you might enjoy hanging out with us over on Rumble when we're going to do our reading. We're not quite there yet. I still got a few more minutes here left to talk to the crowd. That's why we have the kickoff show over here on Rumble. I mean, on YouTube. We're on all three platforms, but we host a kickoff show for our YouTube subscribers and anybody who might find us on YouTube who might be interested in the book. See, that way they can follow us over to where we can actually read it uninterrupted and without any problems. But they get to come hang out with us, meet us. It's kind of like a meet and greet. It's kind of like a pre-show meet and greet. That's what it is. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Let's see. Okay, Rodeo Queen. Here we go. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Okay, what was the other tab I had open? Oh yeah, military and the crowd. Now, so far, I've only gotten 2 that I saw. That I missed mods. Did I miss any chats or anybody from anybody anywhere who said that they had been in the military and during their lives? Okay. RB, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Gonna catch the book on replay like I did with the Cash Patel book. Thanks for keeping it all up on Rumble. Also, happy birthday, Heidi. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for reading these books with us. Did you get you're kind of new. But I hope you got a chance to check out some of the other books. I know I keep throwing books at you guys left and right, one after the other. But if you ever do have an extra moment, go back and read. The 2 that I would say if you missed that I think are critical to read are Control Oligarchs by Seamus Bruner and Big Intel by J. Michael Waller. Like, definitely read both of those books if you haven't read them. If you want to just hang out while I play in the audiobooks, I got the playlist over on Rumble. So there you go. But that's like one of those maybe you got nothing to do on a Sunday or something. I don't know. You're like, well, I'll read 2 books at a time, man. I'm that cool. Well, you can be that cool. And if you want to do that, those 2 books are great. You might have missed those 2, but man, those are top-notch books, man. They're hard to beat. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it greatly. All right, there we go. We got 18 over on Rumble already. We're just about out of here. But let me just do this real quick. Okay. And make sure I got everything up and ready. One more to go. All right. All right, there we go. So have we got a final total on military, active, veterans, anybody? Okay, so anybody. So we got Wolfram and Castro, but I know I got more than that. So I don't know if I can't think of who the other people are. Man, I sure hope that I do want a lot of military veteran winners participating in this chat if possible. I just think you guys will have the most to add. I mean, what do I know about it? I don't, I wouldn't be able to tell you. You may be able to add a lot of context to what he's having to say. That's all I'm saying. So I will lean on my veterans for this book for sure. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Oh, what's the beach girl jokes? Did I miss a joke? Yeah, I don't have to get the reference to get the guy with beach girl jokes, unfortunately. Sorry. What does that mean? What's beach girl jokes? I'm from the beach. I like beach girls. I like beach girls. Let's see. Who is the beach girl? Who's joking beach girls, man? Must have been a while back. What's a beach girl? Where's it at? Okay, you got me on that one, LeBear. You got me on that one. So the video? What video? What video are you talking about? Which one? The one the one I just played, the Pete Hegseth? Huh? The Pete Hegseth report video? Was he talking about beach girls at the beach? I missed that part. All right. You just sent forward seconds earlier. You just sent for. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you mean the clip? Oh, the super class. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's for people who super chat. Shelly has one just for her because she's my top donor, and so she has one, and she plays the same one on her show too. We're kind of partners in crime here, and so yeah, with the song. Okay, I got you. All right. And by the way, I did find something today. I did find it just a little while ago, just right before the show. I did find something, and I think I'm going to have a variety of new thank you for the super chat clips, just like that. I may reuse the songs. I may reuse a song. I don't know, but I may make new songs. I don't know. Probably not. Who knows? But I did find some new video footage finally of what I think would be a very appropriate, very wholesome. Thank you for the super chat clips, and I'm gonna have a variety of them. Right, so it's like gonna be almost like spinning a wheel. And I think I'm gonna make sure that your very favorite is gonna be like the high dollar. I'm learning how to grift, guys. I'm gonna learn to grift your grift a little better. All right. But no, I wanted to change it up because I've been playing this. They don't get old though. That's the thing, is they don't get old. And yes, there you go, LeBear. There you go. Good reason to come back. Good reason to come back for sure. Is that right? Have I figured it out? If I can do one thing right, it's that. If I can do one thing right, it's that. I promise you. So if that's all I got to do, well, gosh darn it, look out. Okay, look out, here they come. So tune in. In fact, maybe I'll get a few ready for you tomorrow even. So save up your dollars. All right. And make sure you super chat, and you just may be one of the lucky ones that unlocks the new series of thank you for the super chat videos. You could be the one. You could be the one. All right. And we have a great tomorrow night, LeBear, since you're new. Tomorrow night I do my show Winning Tonight, which is all news and politics, and we do press conferences, we do all that stuff. So probably really interesting for you. There was Trump was talking to Macron today about something. I don't know what they got. He usually kisses Trump's ass really well. So, oh yes, Mr. President, whatever you want. So he usually takes a knee really fast. So hopefully that means better things for France, and that they will help to clean up a little bit of what's going on there. Of course, when push comes to shove, what you need is yourself. Everybody needs their own Trump, man. Everybody needs a Trump. Everybody needs a Trump, right? Every country, at least, they all need one. They need just one. Oh man, yeah. And there's the new neocon faction unveiled themselves. I'll have that tomorrow night too. Not the most intimidating group, but led by Mark Cuban of all people. And Bolton's there. But you got to realize a lot of the neocons of our day are aging out. So the new ones are coming in to take their place. And they're holding a conference in DC now and they're going to, of course, they're going to do their version, posing as some kind of righteous cause, right? And I'll tell you, if we don't stay vigilant, those groups will resurface. They will. That means keeping the MAGA Republicans, the MAGA team MAGA. It's hard to call them MAGA Republicans, but just the anti-establishment, Team America, on top. And that means that we have about 16. We can get 16 years in if we go from Vance to Vivek. I mean, if we can just keep that line going, another couple of good ones will pop out on the way, and we can really, really, really fundamentally change the world. Can you imagine 16 since 8, that's 16, and then it's 20 years of reformations and undoing what the corrupt establishment has done, what the global establishment's trying to do. This 20 solid years of undoing that and reforming the education process so that it excludes demoralization and ideological subversion, puts in the preventive measures, that is teaching logic, reason, and to children early, and also attacking the epidemic on display known as covert narcissism that destroys every abusive system. Just taking a dissembling, we're already going to attack the food and the water, right? We're going to get rid of all the abuse that's going on there. No war, no, can you imagine just 20 solid years of progress in the right direction? The whole world would change to a better place. We would see that beautiful world we'd all dreamed of, we all saw in the movies, we all thought would happen. That beautiful world will be coming at us like you wouldn't believe so fast. But we have to fight. It's our job, this generation. If you can hear my voice, you're part of the solution. And what I mean by that is it's really our job to fight this battle. Instead of fighting it in a trench with a gun, I guess it's better than that, right? We have to fight it this way. We don't get to rest. We don't get to retire. We don't get to stop. And we have to hand it off to the right people, and we have to keep that going. We can never let corruption and subversion get back in charge. We can never, ever let it happen. We can never, ever. It can never go back to the way it was. And all those people who think it's going to, they're going to be sadly disappointed. So we have to. Otherwise, boom. Yeah, I've been shouting your Yuri playlist whenever I talk about subversion, demoralization on my streams. Please do. Yeah, keep it handy, man. Use it. That's what it's there for. It's absolutely there for that. And what goes great with that is Big Intel by J. Michael Waller. So yeah, those. But start with the Yuri stuff, and they say, here's all the background. Because once you understand it and you go, okay, okay, because Yuri is the real red pill. He really is. Once you see once you see it, you're like, oh, that's exactly what's going on. Oh shit! Now how did that happen? And then J. Michael Waller tells you how it happened. He gives you the rundown on its implementation and its history. He gives you the rest of the story. One more thing, and then we're out of here. Kickoff show is almost over. Almost. You just got one more thing to do. One more thing. It's always one more thing. That's all right. Hey, we got a good active crowd in here. It's hard to end the kickoff show. We got a good active crowd, but I do remember that I do have a crowd over on Rumble who is eagerly anticipating the beginning of this book. And I know not everybody comes for the kickoff shows, but and so I think some people probably just like, okay, where do I find the book? Well, if you made it this far, you don't have too much further to go. But in every episode, you go in about an hour. You just got to look for the screen. You got to look for this screen. Oh, geez, where did I put it? Oh, right here. Okay. You got to look for this screen, like right there. Yeah. So this screen, like this. When you see this screen right here and this setup right here, you're at the right spot. So you can always just jump ahead and say, okay, well, I found it, right? And then you slow it back down, back it up, and then you can just read from there. You don't have to hear all the kickoff show stuff if you don't want to. So yeah, the other cool thing about the kickoff, about this show, is we get to bring back who, right? The original avatar himself, the one who got this channel going and carried it for so many years, Winning Reality himself. will be, of course, he makes his guest appearance every week. And this is the avatar, the idea out in the ether, the one, the only. He comes back for the reading portion of the show, and then I come back in at the end, and I do the bonus content. So, anyways, it's about that time, y'all. If you look out, see that anything else I got to wrap up here on the show. Here we got dancing and good times. We're gonna have a blast up on Rumble tonight, guys. You guys got to get over there. Let me refresh this real quick so I can see where we stand here. Okay, we got 8 thumbs up, man. We got to get to that 10 mark. Let's go. Let's go. And I got 17 watching, man. Guys, please follow, and thumbs up. If you're watching over on Rumble, man, I promise you're going to love the content. If I'm broadcasting here, I broadcast it over there, right? If I'm on YouTube or on Rumble, there's nothing I don't exclude Rumble from. So you get all the same benefits, whether you're here and there, whatever, or wherever you go. So make sure you follow and ring the bell. Be part of the solution. Be part of the winners circle and win reality with us, right? Let's all do it together. Guys, ring ding. That's it. The kickoff show is officially over, right? So now we're going to head on over to we're going to head on over. Hold on. Does someone take off? Oh, LeBear, you taking off? Oh, okay. Good luck, America. Have to sleep now, 3 a.m. Oh, well, good to meet you, man. Thank you so much for being here. I'm on every night at 7:30, so 7:30 or 8. So stop by. We look forward to seeing you again, and God bless. And we'll be praying for you, man. Best of luck over there, man. Kick ass, take names, and c'est la vie. All right. Guys, it's time to do it. It's time to do it, guys. Okay, so thank you so much for coming to Kickoff Show, everybody. I hope you will come read with us. The links to Rumble, the link to Rumble is in the chat, pinned in the chat in the description. It's time to do it. So I'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern for Winning Tonight, top news and updates, as well as whatever we want to cover that day, and ongoing series about just making America great again, healthy again, safe again, prosperous again, all those things that are very important and very real. We'll be doing that tomorrow night on Winning Tonight. Guys, I will see you then, and until that time, later, YouTube.
Man, everyone's tensed up for a Rumble.